Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm not going to be here long at all, but I wanted to talk about this teen that killed his family yesterday. And there's an update on the Walmart. The 19-year-old that was found in the walk in oven at Walmart. So the family's name is Humiston, Humiston. Um, the young man went to court this morning, and I had to cancel. Before I do that, I had to cancel my members only live today. I have an appointment at 3. Well, I have a doctor's appointment at 3 o'clock. I didn't know how long that was going to last, so I just pushed it to next week. And today is Kat's birthday. Cat T, it's her birthday. Happy birthday, Cat T. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Um, I really had some bad news earlier, but I'm not going to talk about that right now. I'm going to wait until I hear some more, but this is what I wanted to bring to you. Okay, let me do this.
And that is where we begin tonight. Falls City residents are pausing to reflect on the shocking tragedy that struck their close-knit community. Thank you for joining us for the News at 5. I'm Hannah Kim.
And I'm Matthew Smith. Now, happening now, family and friends are expected to gather at the United Methodist Church to remember the family that was killed, the lives that ended in that act of domestic violence. We now know one of the family members did survive Monday's devastating ordeal. That person is now being treated at Harborview.
And today was the first court hearing involving the 15-year-old boy accused of shooting and killing 5 of his family members in Falls City. Fox 13's Alejandro Guzman was in court for his first appearance.
It's important to make it very clear right now, prosecutors are waiting on the case from the King County Sheriff's Office. So far, the 15-year-old has not yet been charged, but here in court today, he did waive his first appearance. It's his right. The judge also did find probable cause to now hold him in custody for 5 counts of murder in the first degree and 1 count of attempted murder also in the first degree.
Anytime you have a scene with multiple homicides and allegations like this, it's very difficult for everybody. Not only, of course, the family and the community, but also the Sheriff's Office investigators and the prosecutors who responded to the scene.
It was only 24 hours ago we officially learned a family of 5 was killed inside a Lake Ellis home in Falls City. King County deputies and neighboring agencies responding after a 911 call came from inside the home just before 5 a.m. Monday. Today, our Fox 13 drone got a first-hand look at the lakeside home where neighbors say the well-known family of 7 spent the entire summer outdoors. The homicide unit has been on site as investigators and detectives work to preserve the evidence. Meanwhile, prosecutor John Castleton going before a King County judge asking the court to find probable cause for the 5 murders and the attempted murder of another teen. The defense arguing they've only received 1 page on the allegations against the 15-year-old. They also argued for his name not to be released. The judge?
They've released the name of the family, Humiston, Humiston. And the young woman that survived, they didn't release her name, but the mother and father are Mark and Sarah Humiston, Humiston.
Ruling in their favor.
Given the limited information that we have in this short amount of time, we are deferring to the court regarding probable cause.
I understand. Based on the allegations contained in the super form that's in front of the court, I do find probable cause for the count solid.
The state is asking that the court hold Mr. based on a finding that he is a threat to community safety.
We want the court to know that there's a 15-year-old boy who enjoys mountain biking and fishing.
The 15-year-old will be held in custody until he is charged. Prosecutors reiterate he has no criminal history.
That's unusual to see these kinds of allegations with no previous contact with the prosecutor's office, but that's what we have here.
That's what I'm saying. Something had to have happened. The dad was an electrical engineer, and the mother was a registered nurse. but her nursing license expired in 2022. Something had to be going on in that home. We don't know. They're not saying. Maybe the sister that survived will talk, but something had to trigger this young man. Either he, I'm not even gonna speculate, but when we look at stuff like this, we see a teen that's having issues, always going back and forth to juvenile detention. We see teens that are turned out on drugs. We see teens that are being abused within the home. We see teens that are being bullied at school. Something happened to this young man.
Prosecutors are anticipating to charge the teen on Thursday, and he's expected to be back in court on Friday. Now, it's still unclear if he's going to be charged as an adult. Prosecutors say it all depends on what they can prove here in court. Tonight, though, there is a vigil planned for the families, the victims of this terrible tragedy. That's happening tonight from 5 to 7 at the United Methodist Church in Falls City. There's options for those who want to pay their respects in other ways.
He's going to be charged. He's going to be charged as an adult. I don't see how they're going to come away with not charging him as an adult. Hi, Cree. Hi, Juspito. Don't say much. Muggsy, hi. Dorth, hi. Good morning. Granny Lambert, good morning. Good morning. Nice to see you. I just came in with that. And then for the young woman at Walmart, they have named her family. They're still investigating this, but I'm trying to figure out how in the hell does a 19-year-old female get cooked alive in a Walmart oven. So hold on, let me just show you this. Is this the one? Yes, this is the one. Let me go back.
Donations are pouring in for the family of the young woman who died
Look
in
at
the
her
Halifax
picture.
Walmart store last weekend. The Maritime Six Society, which has launched the
Look at her. Look how beautiful this young woman is. Gorgeous. There's a GoFundMe for her. So far, they've raised $33,664. And I saw that, well, I'll finish that.
GoFundMe identifies the victim as 19-year-old Grosimran Kaur, who, quote, came to Canada with big dreams. The Post says her mother was also employed there and became concerned when she couldn't find her daughter. Launched last night, it has already surpassed its $50,000 goal. Halifax Regional Police are leading the investigation into what happened. Meantime, a small memorial of flowers, prayer candles, and condolence cards has been set up outside the parking lot, just outside the Mumford Walmart, which remains closed.
This is sad. This really is sad. How did she get in that oven? That's what I just.
A man is under arrest.
Stop that. How did he get in that oven? I'm sure she knew, and then she was cooked alive inside the oven. That makes no sense to me. No sense at all. And yes, let me tell you, that Walmart case is all wrong. There is no way. Hi, George. George, I caught your replay. I'm sorry. I was live last night, and I wasn't planning on staying live that long because I wanted to be in there. I caught your replay. You and them damn dolls. It was a great live. But again, here is the federal raid, okay? Now, this doesn't, somehow, all of these investigations now are resulting in federal raids all over the place, okay? 50 Cent leaked a video today about Rick Ross and P. Diddy. In this leak thing, Rick Ross is saying how he witnessed P. Diddy take total advantage of Total and how they did unspeakable things. So, yeah, he needs help.
At the home of a Northeast Ohio real estate mogul.
It happened earlier today. Federal agents raided the multi-million-dollar home of prominent Cleveland real estate developer Frank Sanito, who owns some of the most expensive real estate in downtown.
His company also manages hundreds of government-assisted housing properties in more than 24 states. Lydia Esparra explains why the raid may be linked to nearly $5 million of missing money.
This home, hidden behind the trees on Eagle Mills Road in Waite Hill, is owned by businessman Frank Sanito. An attorney for Sanito confirms the home was raided by members of the U.S. Department of Agriculture and Department of Housing and Urban Development. Sanito is the CEO of Cleveland-based Millennia Companies, which owns properties including the Key Tower and the Marriott Downtown, the Statler Building, and the high-end restaurant, the Marble Room, just to name a few. It's unclear why the home was raided. However, Sanito has previously been under investigation by HUD. In federal documents last year, Sanito and Millennia were accused of financial mismanagement, citing nearly $4.9 million that's missing or improperly taken from 19 HUD assistant properties. Sanito's attorney from Cleveland law firm Benish said in a statement, "It is important to remember that an investigation is just that. There have been no arrests and no charges filed."
They may be doing much for the Bentley that's parked outside in front of the Marriott over there, but they're not doing what they're supposed to do for these people.
Last year, an $850 million class action lawsuit was filed on behalf of residents of some of the 200 HUD assistant properties managed or owned by Millennia. A fire and explosion at a property in Arkansas killed 3 people in 2022. Residents claim the company fails to provide safe housing, something the company strongly denies. Now, after the previous investigation, HUD barred Sanito and Millennia from new housing contracts for the next 5 years. As for today's raid, the company's attorney says Millennia and Sanito are cooperating with the investigation. Russ?
Okay, Lydia.
Okay. You got to ask yourself, all of these federal raids that are now going on, this is an election year. They've been under investigation. They've been involved in a class action lawsuit. Now, all of a sudden, you're raiding them. No arrest, just like they did with P. Diddy. You raid. What is it going to take? 6 months? Are we going to wait to, hi, Susie? Are we going to wait to after the election to do the charges? Hi, sweet potato. All these raids are going on. All of them. It's just boggles the mind. We just had a raid on a known drug dealer that bought the home that DJ Khaled was in. They raided another home out there. You got to ask yourself, what the hell is going on now with all these raids? And if all these people have been under investigation, why are we waiting now to do something? Why are we waiting now to do any of this? Because undoubtedly you had the proof. You had the proof. Hi, Just Beetle. I don't know if I said hi, Cats Rules, Snuggle Bunny. You had the proof. So now why is it all of a sudden we're doing this? Why are we doing this now? But this is the most disturbing one that I came across. And this is a case of child pornography. And we are thinking it's only weirdos. We're thinking it's only creeps that do shit like this. We've seen police, we've seen military, and here we go again with the same bullshit. We need to be able to protect our children from these damn people.
The case against a Las Vegas Metro Police sergeant takes a twist as he's actually taken.
Metro Police sergeant in Las Vegas.
Into custody, facing new charges. Thanks for staying with us here at 6:30. I'm Janice Valdez.
I'm David Sharn. So he will likely be spending the night in jail. This is a story the 8 News Now investigators first broke, and now we've obtained the arrest report just filed earlier today with some new details about these allegations. Vanessa Murphy has the latest from the Regional Justice Center. We do want to warn you that this report is of a sensitive nature.
It is.
Kevin Menon was walking into court here to appear for his first case, but the Las Vegas Metro Police Sergeant was unexpectedly taken into custody on 2 new charges related to child pornography.
What's up, man? What's up, brother? Hey, I'm the sergeant.
Kevin Menon pushes an officer while working on the Las Vegas Strip. Videos like this at the center of the first case against him, as he's charged with 13 counts related to abuse of his power as the leader of a special unit. On Wednesday, prosecutors filed 2 new counts of possession of visual pornography of a person under the age of 16, after Metro Police say they found images of prepubescent girls on Menon's laptop. In this arrest report obtained by the 8 News Now investigators, detectives say Menon used search terms like Teen P and another with the word pedo. The 8 News Now investigators outside Menon's North Las Vegas home as police were back with another search warrant. His wife in tears, waiting and then leaving with their dog.
Any matters to be presented from the grand jury?
A grand jury indicted Menon earlier this month after viewing multiple videos where Menon, who's dressed in plain clothes, appears to create fake scenarios which led to stops, searches, and arrests. Most of the citizens who are targeted appear to be black men. A few examples. In one case, Menon tries to hand 2 men fraudulent money. In another, he pretends to know this man in a sports book. And in a third, he shoulder checks a man on a pedestrian bridge.
It was a setup.
Menon is scheduled to appear in court for those 2 new charges Thursday morning. He's being held without bond. Reporting in downtown Las Vegas, Vanessa Murphy, 8 News Now.
So right now, no other officers have been charged in that alleged scheme. Several reported what was going on to the police union, which then contacted the department, spurring this entire investigation. Right.
So his fellow officers contacted their higher up and they told on him because what he was doing was wrong. And this has led to the child pornography stuff that they found on this laptop.
Right now, Menon is suspended from the department without pay. His attorney filed a motion about all this a short while ago, meaning he filed his response. You can find more on that right now on 8newsnow.com.
Again, don't know who to trust. You're looking at Teen P. What the hell is Teen P? Are you want to see teenagers peeing? I mean, what are we looking for here? I just don't get these people. I don't get these people at all. But let's get back to Sean Combs, because I put up a short this morning and we discussed Jamie Foxx yesterday. I was going through, I remember I saved that video and I couldn't remember where it was. So I found it and I put it up. Good morning, Mr. Jimenez. In that video, when Jamie was taping his Netflix special, he states that P. Diddy is responsible for what happened to him and that he was the one that called the FBI. Did you guys get a chance to see that video? If not, I'm going to play it for you right now. Hold on a second. I need to go. I can't even think straight sometimes. Hold on a second. That's why I'm going to the doctor. I don't like taking these Flexerols. I do not like taking anything that makes me feel loopy, stuff that just makes me sleep. I don't like it. The pain hasn't, it subsided some because of the pills, and that's about it. But we need to do something different because I cannot do this. I can't do it. So hold on a second. Let me just pull this. I'm going to stop it. Let me share this with you guys. Okay. I want you guys to tell me, what do you think?
There's been a rumor that the whole time when Jamie was out, for the industry insiders, Diddy had did that to him.
Okay.
He caught Jamie filming, allegedly, or whatever. They told Jamie to chill. He didn't chill, and allegedly Diddy and his security beat Jamie ass. And that's why Jamie was in the hospital, allegedly, right? But then there's the thing where they saying that they gave him some type of pill or something that knocked him out. But it all was alleged connected back to Diddy. Now, more recently, Jamie has a special coming out on Netflix called What Had Really Happened Was, and I went to the taping of it. It was 3 days taping. I went to the first show, I went to the last show.
Okay.
Jamie Foxx states in this, spoiler alert, but Jamie Foxx states in the special that Diddy was responsible for what happened to him, and he is the one that called the FBI on him.
So what do we think? Okay, so what do we think? Do we think this is true? Although people said they thought Jamie was kidding, and then he stopped in the middle of a thing and he says, no, I'm serious. And the speculation had always been, and you heard it, and like he said, the rumor around the industry was that P. Diddy, that they had beat him up. His bodyguards had beat him up because he was filming. They told him to chill. But then the other part came out about they put something in the drink. Hi, Aaron. Spirit of New Orleans. Hi, Spirit of New Orleans. How are you? My hometown. So what do you think? Oh my God, I need some blue crabs. Oh, I need some blue crabs. Oh my God. Okay, my crabs should be here hopefully this week. Hopefully this week. Hi, Terry Wilkerson. So you believe it? And so Snuggle, you heard those conspiracy theories too. Yeah, I just came in for a little bit because I had to cancel my members only live for tonight. I have a 3 o'clock appointment, and I don't want to. I don't know how long it's going to take. I don't know what's going to go on when I go to this appointment. So I just didn't want to stand people up again. So I pushed it. And today is Kat Savage's sister's birthday. Today is her birthday. So guys, if you can drop a happy birthday for her, I really would appreciate it. Maybe Savage to do a live tonight. She and her sister. So I don't know. Hi, Templar. Long time. Hi, sweetie. But I also wanted to say, okay. Last night, couldn't sleep. I went in to listen to Michael Sacchio's podcast. I didn't know what they were talking about, so I backed up some. And iDubbbz was up on the panel talking about, what's his name? Tony Pizza's mother. I don't know how that's okay. I really don't. He lost his mother. He's lost his father. But people get upset when they talk about people's family members, and he's up on the panel calling this woman a CUNT and all kind of other nasty, disgusting shit. I politely backed out, and I'm just not going back. I don't know how that's right for you to get up on a panel and speak on someone's mother because they're talking about you. I'll snap the effing neck. You ain't snapping shit. Oh my God, it was wrong. But no one said anything, Templar. I looked, well, I couldn't see the current chat. I went back as far as I could in the chat. That was totally wrong to be discussing that man's mother. I don't care how you feel about Tony Pizza. Why are you bringing his mother into BS? But if they do it to you, you're going to cry like a little bitch. See, I just heard him. And I'm serious. I left because I actually like to go listen sometimes to when Mike and Sons of Italy are up there battling, talking back and forth. When they were talking one night about their growing up and who they were. I like hearing his old stories like that. But I just happened to go in, I guess, at the wrong damn time. But I went back to see, what was the conversation about. And there is Dubs on panel talking about Pizza's mother. I'm glad somebody did. Well, I didn't hear Mike, and I'm sure he did, because he doesn't like when they're talking about his niece. He doesn't like when they're talking about his mother. But I was just shocked, and I was like, and he was caught, and I was like, wait a minute. And I was reading the chat, so I tried to go all the way back up, but I had went back to see. That was so wrong. That was so wrong. And to say he just lost his father, because I remember when he came on Angel's panel. And the day he was in Josie's chat, he comes in there saying all kind of shit about SoFlo's wife, Tina, or girlfriend. I told him in Josie's chat, leave his wife out of this. He says, yes, sorry, I will. It was just, anyway, I'm just, people need to realize when you do that stuff, and when people start talking about your family, you can't cry. You can't cry. Everybody says they know how Tony Pizza is. When I heard him on Angels that night and the shit he was saying, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I had to leave. When Bambi plays him sometimes and she's playing him, with the big black cocks and this and that, and I'm like, oh God, I can't listen to this shit. Everybody says they know how he is. They know the shit that comes out of his mouth. And it's disgusting. But you have a grown-ass man sitting up there talking about somebody's mother. I'm glad to know Suge put him in his place, because that was totally wrong. Totally wrong. And I guess I should have kept listening to see what happened. But after I heard that, I just went, fuck this. I went back to one of Terry Lynn's, she did a members only live that was damn near 12 and a half hours. And I listened to that. That was totally wrong. Nope, there's no place for that at all. Because we are, leave the families out. Leave the families out. You saw how Suge got upset when they were talking about his brother and about his niece. You see how they were talking about MRE's sister, and she's deceased. You see what that does to all of these people. Why would you sit up on panel and talk about that man's mother? She's nowhere on YouTube. Nowhere on YouTube. They should leave all family members out. All family members. All. That's every community you go in. The first thing they do is want to attack family members. Because they know it's going to trigger you. They know it's going to get to you. They know they're going to get a response. Why are they going to this woman's house? For what reason? I heard the other night when I was in Angel's chat that supposedly Gunsmoke drove by Angel's mother's house. For what reason? Okay. SoFlo and Tina called her. Okay. They weren't the only ones on the phone with her, I'm sure. I remember hearing about this. That had nothing to do with Dubs up there talking about that man's mother, calling her all those names. So, again, people want to run for the families. People want to attack the families. That shit has to stop. Somebody's going to get seriously hurt. Anyway, I wanted to come in because I definitely wanted to wish Kat a happy birthday, and I was going to do it later on. I wanted to bring you that updated story on the young woman. Well, it's not even updated. They just released her name. Okay, they just released her name. They released the name of the 15-year-old that killed his family and attempted to kill his sister, who was shot twice and survived by running to a neighbor's house. So, I just, oh my God. Okay. Anyway, guys, I said I wasn't going to stay long, and I really meant that. I don't know who else. What does anyone get out of calling an elderly woman? I don't know. But it was disgusting. And I went, who's he talking about? And your mother, she's I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. Because Pizza was talking about him. He goes to his mother. I guess Pizza was saying something about him he didn't like. And he went to the mother. That's true, Mr. Jimenez. That is so true, Mr. Jimenez. That is so true. Kid who? KD Rick. Who is KD Rick? I don't know what you're, who's KD Rick, Bambi? I don't know what you're talking about. And Bambi, I don't know if you were paying attention to DJ and Grumpy's live that day, but they're saying the person that you're saying came to your house, that's not that person. So Slick Rick. Oh, Slick Rick is a DJ out of Tennessee, not Slick Rick the rapper. I said DJ Slick Rick. He's a white guy. His brother found him beheaded. So I'm sure he didn't behead himself. It's DJ Slick Rick. He's a famous DJ out of Tennessee. Just be. Yeah, not the same dude. Slick Rick is the one that did, Once Upon a Time Not Long Ago, there lived a little boy. Yeah, that's Slick Rick, the black guy. This is a famous DJ in Tennessee. Oh my God. No. Did you not see his brother? His brother's white. His brother is white. Oh my God. Oh, but before we go, I have to show you Lisa. Now, let me explain something to you. Okay? Let me just explain something to you. I have come to the conclusion that the people that at one point, people were sending Lisa money because they felt sorry for, because, you know, she would pour on the tears. But this is the same woman who said her son had brain cancer, the same woman that said that her daughter was killed in an abandoned house in Baltimore, the same woman that killed her daddy off. Okay, same woman that we know will lie over. Oh, the same woman that had 2 birthdays too in 1 year. Same woman that we know will lie over and over again. But you always get new people, elderly people that feel, oh, poor baby, poor this, poor that, when she's nothing but a drug addict fiend. She's in active addiction. Do I give a fuck about Lisa? No. Lisa doesn't give a fuck about herself. She preferred drugs over her kids, over her home. Her older son was a full-blown addict at the age of 15 or 16. He went to rehab and now living with his father's parents. Her younger son was taken. He's now living with the father's parents. Okay? You didn't give a shit about your own kids. So why is anyone caring about her? It's all about when she's going to get her next fix. Last night, her sister said, if she goes live again, I'm going to show something she doesn't want anyone to see. And she showed it. Lisa said, oh, you saw a picture of me sleeping? No, bitch. You were knocked out on drugs. Knocked out on drugs. This is an active addiction.
Answer the phone now.
Don't give her a penny. She's using her
No, he didn't yet. No, he didn't.
Ronnie, because her sister pissed her off and called her out. She's using her sister's name. This is the one I wanted to show. I wanted to show the one from this. Here she is right here when she's threatening someone, threatening to extort them. This is Lisa, who's not getting her way. She cares about nothing and no one. And then I'm going to show you the picture that her sister put up last night.
And say I was lying and all this stuff, and I did it. I did it for her, and she can't even do that for me. I don't think so. I don't think so. It's done. It's done. It's done. That's not extorting. I'm telling you that there's a teacher on drugs.
Now, I'm sure there are lots of teachers on drugs. I'm sure there are lots of teachers on drugs. But the fact that Kim didn't help her out after she lied and say she calls Kim Stephanie. Now she's saying she's going to put out the teacher's name, where she works at. And Stephanie, this is all because Kim wouldn't help me. What the fuck is that, Lisa? That's blackmail. That's extortion. And her drug addict ass needs to be locked the fuck up.
And I'll tell you the rest of it. Rich LXO. Rich LXO. Because I need to go to the clinic, and I walked up to the fucking bus stop, and then Miss, I'm gonna help you isn't gonna help me now. So that's fine. Don't help me, bitch. Don't help me. I'll sit here. I won't dose. I won't do anything I'm supposed to do.
Now, if she doesn't go get her dose of methadone, who's she hurting? Her damn self. She's not hurting Kim. She's not hurting anybody. Who are you hurting but yourself? You're the one that needs the dose. No one else. You need it. And if she doesn't go get it, that's on a damn near 40-something-year-old woman. That's on you if you don't go take your medicine.
But you know what? Oh, just wait. Just wait. My dad did not take me to dose yet. He did not take me to dose yet.
Her dad takes
the PayPal is
6 o'clock.
Rich, like my last name, LXO, friends and family. I'm not a teacher. If I take drugs, guess what? I'm not a teacher.
It's not if you take drugs, girl. You do take drugs. You like crack. You take crack.
Sure.
You do crack, not take crack. You do crack.
Okay? No, it's not. It's my PayPal. My PayPal. Well, if they close in 30 minutes, then I guess I'm fucked.
They're closing in 30
Then I
minutes.
guess I'm really fucked, ain't I? I'm still trying to get in there. I'm trying.
Now, she's saying she's trying to get into rehab. She was showing a fake ass bus ticket saying that the people at Blue something had bought the ticket for her. Now she's saying they're not ready for her. She can't keep up with her own lies. She showed a ticket saying that she was getting on the bus because they paid for it. And now she's saying they're not ready for her. She's trying to get into rehab, guys. She really is trying.
Trying. You can say I'm lying all you want. I'm going to put the recordings out. It does say Rondo Richard, yes. Hey, Stephanie. Guess what? Now you're blocked, cunt. Don't call me. Don't do nothing. Bye, bitch.
Active addiction, and people are sending this woman money because they want to see her OD.
Bye, bitch.
They want to see her OD. Seriously, they do. She's having a temper tantrum.
I don't care about that.
Money.
I need $15 to take my Uber.
Now listen, she needs $15 to take the Uber. But then she's going to say, there goes the bus. There goes the bus. But you said you needed $15 for an Uber. Every day is $15 or $11. Every day. Every single day. 2-3 times a day sometimes.
They're sending me a penny. They're sending me a penny. I can't play the recordings with a penny, you guys.
Well, I can't. To play the recordings. She has no recordings. She didn't even know Kim was recording her. She has no recordings. So now she's offering to play recordings if you send her $15. So Lisa, what do you call that?
I can't do it. Okay, I can't. PayPal's on the sticker. Rich LXO. Rich LXO. And if anybody wants to be a mod, let me know.
Money.
Rich LXO. Rich LXO. You have to send your friends and family. It is my PayPal. I have to go to the clinic to dose. If you want to be a mod, put your PayPal tag in or put your TikTok tag in the bio. I'm gonna check the PayPal right now because I'm up by the bus stop. Because that fucking junkie bitch. So
she's at the bus stop, guys, and now she's calling Kim a junkie bitch. Girl, look at yourself. You are a junkie just like her, except for she's not on TikTok begging. You are, and you guys split the money. You are a junkie, Lisa. Look at you. Look at what it's done to your teeth. Look at what it's done to your skin. Look at you. Look like Skeletor.
Told me that she was gonna help me today. So you know what? Rich LXO PayPal, friends and family only, please. And I'm making my own Discord. If you just want to stay over there with her, go ahead. I'm making my own Discord now too. It's on. And I'm gonna play the recordings and I'm gonna blast the fuck out of her. And it's Stephanie, it's Kim's fault. She told me she would help.
So you see that? Now she's telling Stephanie, who doesn't exist, that it's Kim's fault. She's going to play all of this because she didn't help her. Girl, this is extortion, baby. Blackmail, honey. You need to be locked the fuck up. Other than that, you're going to be dead.
But I'm going to check the PayPal to see if I can get any more mods in here because I got 2.1K. If you send to the PayPal, Rich LXO Friends and Family, please, I need $15. If you can, there goes a bus, there goes a bus. If you can send to the PayPal, Rich LXO, but you have to send it Friends and Family. I have to mod a couple people. Let me check. Let me check.
Okay, so you got to send her money.
Let me check.
You got to send her money if you want to be modded. Let me show you what Lisa looks like. Where is her sister? Let me show you what she looks like. This is her sister.
I'd like to start this video with a trigger warning. The pictures that I am about to... This is...
Where's Lisa? There she is. Her sister thought she was deceased when she walked in the room. There is Lisa. This is what people are donating to. This is Lisa, not
what you guys
her
are supporting. Do you see this?
That's Lisa. That's Lisa. This is what people are supporting. They're giving this woman money and she's killing herself. Some of these people are saying they want to see her OD. She doesn't need money. She needs rehab. You can't force her to go. But if her ass gets arrested for theft by deception, she would get locked up. She would get locked up. Hi, Lainey. Yep, she lives with her dad. That's Lisa. That's what they're supporting. And they're saying, this is just sad. She's killing herself. She doesn't care but nobody. Nobody. For her to say in one recording that her mother was going to give Kim money because she couldn't get it. And if you give me 20, my mom's going to send you back 30, and acting like she's talking to her mother in the kitchen. Maybe she was, don't know. Maybe she was. And she need, oh yeah, and she says she needs some new tennis shoes too for $8. I just can't. People need to stop giving her money. And no matter how many people in that chat are telling them, you're always going to get somebody that stumbles in, some old lady that feels so bad for her because of the stuff they're saying in the chat. If they stop writing nasty shit in the chat and just say, Lisa, go to rehab, not telling her to OD, not doing this, stop writing all the nasty shit, and just make sure that people understand that this woman has a problem. They can't 5150 her. In Pennsylvania, it's different. It's called the 302, which is involuntary, but they can only hold her for like 48 or 72 hours. I think it's 72 hours. And they've gone to court. They cannot do that in Pennsylvania. Yep, she doesn't want the help. This woman lost everything. She didn't pay her rent for 2 years, didn't pay her lights. She lost everything behind drugs. Doesn't matter that her son and her daughters want nothing to do with her. or her sisters are putting her out there, telling people this is what you're doing. She is unaliving herself. Exactly. Don't say much. That's exactly what she's doing. But she doesn't care. Now, there was an update yesterday about the Menendez brothers. And I do believe that the DA might be getting ready to say time served. But I'm going to follow that story because we know that men can be art. We do know that. Hi, Black Roses. Welcome, sweetie. It's nice to see you again. And if you guys haven't subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing. I would really like to have you here. I've been listening to the Delphi trial, and I think probably either Friday or Saturday. Not Saturday. Probably I'll have to see how I feel. But I'm going to do a recap on that trial and what's been going on. And that the photo that was taken, guys, was in her mother's house. Now, she sat up there and said that she keeps the house clean. And I was laughing my ass off. I said, we saw your house. We know you're not keeping that house clean. She said she made 6 or 7 trips out to take the trash out. I'm like, how, in one day, how much damn garbage do you generate in a day? How much garbage? I fight like a girl. Oh my God, me too. Me too, me too, me too, me too. I was going between that and the other one. But again, don't give this woman any money. None. She's unaliving herself, and you're watching it. And people are one guy actually said, he said he sends her money because he wants her to OD. That's what he said. She's not clean. You saw that jacket. Remember that day she was on camera, she's wiping snot all on her jacket? That's when she needs a fix. That's why she looks like that. She needs a fix. Her nose is running. She needs a fix. That jacket is full of snot. This is crazy. This is crazy. And I'm just like, I can't. I feel bad for her sisters. I don't feel bad for the parents because they're enabling that. And did you see the white Chantel that was on the bed or that whatever? That's the stuff that the lady sent to the house. You did? Chantel, drop your channel so they can go take a look at it because I don't want to take your view. Drop your channel so they can go take a look at it. But yes, he said it. Some other lady in the chat said, just OD already. I'm reading this shit. I'm like, oh my God. But her dad should have never gave her that phone. She doesn't need a phone. Aurora? Suni, are you talking about Arana? Or are you talking about Aurora that used to be on IG? Yeah, so it's really, really sad. Hi, Freeside. How are you, sweetie? It's really sad. And, you know, I tell you, when I said she looks like Skeletor, she does. I know Krissa was trying to help her and was reaching out to her. And then after a while, it becomes a point where people are just exploiting her. But she doesn't care. Hi, Blue Butterfly. Good morning, good morning, good morning. It just comes to a point where, and this last one she did a few hours or so ago, people are telling her, Lisa, please get help. Guys, Chantel just posted an old video of Lisa. Please, yes, Alana, the one infatuated. Yes. Okay. Crack. That's Chantel's other thing, Blue Butterfly. So it's crack. I wouldn't be surprised if she's done some other things, but she takes what is it? Clozapine or when she picked up that prescription, when she said she was at the bus station, she wasn't at the bus station. She was picking up that prescription. Her dad took her. She was picking up that prescription. She never had a ticket to go to Blue Mountain, Blue Ridge, whatever the hell she said she was going to. She never had a ticket, ever. Ever had a ticket. Because how they're going to send you a ticket and you're up there showing people a ticket with two different confirmation. One confirmation had a 2, the other confirmation had a 4. Girl. And then you're going to come back and say they weren't ready for you, but they sent you a ticket. Cut the shit. Cut the shit. Anyway, you guys have a great day. Yes. I think she's taken all of those now and she's in need of a fix. She's in need of a fix now. I'm sure she's going to come back a few more times today. No's going to be running. She's going to be wiping it in her jacket. The bridge is going to be above her. She's right down the street from her daddy's house. She gets to one corner. She turns around. There goes the bridge again. Oh, Lenny Lane. So the prosecution, so the families, except for the mother's brother, has petitioned the court because they want the brothers to be released. Okay. The prosecutor asked for a 90-day time period to review everything. To me, if he asks for a 90-day time period, that means that there's a strong possibility they're going to be released with time served. They've already been in there for 34, 35 years. That's the point. Methadone gets you. Okay, I've never had to take. Does methadone make you high or does Suboxone? I don't think Suboxone makes you high. I think it's methadone. I don't know what dose she's on. Have a great day, Templar. It was so nice to see you, sweetie. Because the fact that if they would have believed them at the time, you know, if it would have been the Menendez sisters that said they were being sexually abused, it probably would have been a different outcome. The fact that one of the Menudo boys actually came forward and said he was molested by Jose, their father. The fact that there was a letter that Eric, the youngest one, had given to his cousin before. It was like a year or so before the parents were killed. The fact that Lyle admitted to molesting Eric because his father molested him. And the father molested Eric, the younger one, like 3 days before they killed him. Okay, so it's methadone. So Lisa gets methadone. She goes in doses every morning. She's on a very high dose. See, I don't know if she has different doctors or what. They said there was proof. They said it was known. So again, the way they went about doing stuff, Eric is the younger one. He's the one that was talking to the psychologist about him being molested. The psychologist knew he was molested. He knew. Well, I thought that's what the sister said. I thought that's what Ronnie said, because they both had the same doctor, and she was working with the doctor on this. This is the same woman who stole a prescription pad and was writing prescriptions. I don't think that. See, I think the fact that the guy from Menudo came forward has a lot of weight, because no one believed those boys were molested. No one believed them. Methadone is, I guess, to help take the edge off, to keep you from wanting to go out and get the street drugs. Girl, I don't know. Yep, the cousins have the letters. Yes, I watched the one called Monsters. I watched that one, which was a little mini docuseries. And then there's another one called The Menendez Brothers. It's like an hour and a half, an hour and 45 minutes. So yes, now Savage started watching the testimony of both brothers, I think last week, which I said I was going to do that. I'm going to go back and watch their testimony. I'm going to go back and watch their testimony. Nobody, but you see, Bambi, here's the thing. You're saying they're not scared little boys, but these were young men that were still being assaulted by their father. We're not Lyle anymore, but Eric was. That man had a control over them. That's why the mother drank and took pills the way she did, because that's what I'm saying. You never know what's going on in someone's home. Look at this 15-year-old that just killed his parents. You saying they had options? What options? So the people had options along with, when people have money and power like that, people feel helpless. You see all these police reports that were filed on P. Diddy and nothing was done. You keep saying they weren't trapped. They were, yes, they were adults, but you saw the way that man controlled them. See, Lanny Lynn, and you're making very good points here. People make up stuff. But how are they going to move out if he controlled everything they did? And the cops are going to believe them? Yeah, I get it. I get it. And that evidence was never allowed in that first trial. They wouldn't even let her talk about it. That's what's the scary thing. So how is that a fair trial? So if they have the letters, then the prosecutor needs to prove that those letters are not true. Hi, Tina. So anyway, I'm just 35 years to me is a long time. I do believe that those boys, when I first heard it, and when they said it, I said, I believe they were molested. Yep. I get it, Bambi. I get it. It's like women that keep going back to a really abusive relationship. Everybody always asks, why don't you leave? Why don't you leave? They can't leave. They've been brainwashed. No one's going to believe you. It's your word against mine. I'm this, I'm that. You're nobody. Women get belittled all the time in these type of relationships. They're too scared to talk to their families. They're too scared to talk to their friends. And even the friend that does know, they're scared to say anything because they don't want to cause that woman any more issues or problems. Look at the cop. Peters, what is his name? is it Drew Peterson? Drew Peterson, the cop who killed not one but two wives. One wife divorced him. She still couldn't get away from it. He went in her house and murdered her. How many times did the cops go to the house and he didn't believe her? Yes, they're considered murderers. Well, it depends if they get resentenced, Lanny Lane. And that's what they do. They isolate them. Yep. Drew Peterson, the cop. Nobody believed them. This other woman who was stalked by her police officer husband, I just watched that one. He called the police, beat his head against a wall, and said she did it. And they arrested her. In the meantime, he was the one that was abusing her. No, not Lacey Peterson. Her husband is Scott Peterson. Drew Peterson, he's a cop. So I do have, I'm just waiting to hear back from someone and to see how we're going to handle this. But there is some nasty shit that's going on in this world, and it seems to be covered up. And I'm going to see what happens today. They're trying to take care of something legally, but I'm definitely going to see what happens. Yep, and killed his other wife, drowned her in the tub. Well, didn't drown her. Well, he put her in the tub and drowned her, but before then. And when they exhumed her body, they found all, yes, Lanny Lane, that one. So, you know, and it's hard for men to come forward. It's hard for them to say anything. But men get molested and assaulted. Young boys get molested and assaulted just like young girls. A pedophile doesn't care if it's, you know, you have some pedos that have a preference. You have some that doesn't. Look at Jared, who was going overseas to have sex with 10, 11-year-olds. Boys and girls. I took a Flexeril this morning when I woke up, and but I have a 3:00 appointment with my doctor. I'm not doing any steroids, so we're gonna have to look at something. But my leg is not as hot as it was. It's still warm to the touch, so maybe the shot with the inflammation helped, but I'm gonna see. So we're gonna we just gotta, you know, but then you have people that said, oh, I was SA'd, I was this, I was that. But if you were really assaulted, and you wouldn't do that shit to other people. You would be there to try to help. So some people do lie. They do lie for attention. They do. They lie all the time. Then that takes away from the true victims of a crime. Hi, Dodge Ram guy. Hi. That takes away from true victims. So we got to remember that. It takes away from true victims. See, that's what I'm saying, Lanny Lane. I can't take that shit. I really, I don't want to. But when I have to fucking scoot out my bed or I can't. Yeah. Hi, Dustin. Hi, Nikki Greggs. We got to remember, people lie. Yep, and they don't bring it up 500 times a day. So we got to remember that when we have true victims out there, these people suffer from trauma and PTSD, real PTSD, real trauma. My aunt was in a domestic relationship for almost 20-something years and nobody knew about it. No one knew about it until one day she couldn't take it anymore. She used to always want us to come spend a weekend at her house. We would go. I remember one night I was asleep. I think I've said this, and I've heard noise and stuff, but I'm asleep, didn't pay attention. The next morning I get up out of the room and I go walk into the kitchen. She's in the kitchen. She never turns around. And I guess he had given her a black eye that night. I didn't know. I was little. I didn't know what was going on. But as soon as I heard what happened, I remember asking her if that, and I remember that vividly. When she couldn't take it anymore, she went to my grandpa's house. They saw her face. They saw the bruises. My grandpa and my uncles went to that home and beat his ass. She didn't want anything out of that marriage. She got 60% of everything, property, money, everything. The judge gave her, was it 60 or 62%? Somewhere around there. She got most of everything. Oh, I'm not writing prescriptions. I have to talk to my doctor and see. Yep, and that's the way she was. And now they call it ADHD, but she was just always cleaning. And I mean, when I watched this movie with oh my God, what's her name? When she had to have the cans a certain way. When I tell you my aunt's house was totally fucking spotless. Everything. When I see shit like that, I mean, people have their house clean, yes. When I see shit like this, I'm like, oh my God, this is what she was going through. Don't drop a piece of paper on the floor because she's jumping to pick it up. I am so serious. Hi, not my real name. So 20-something years, no one knew. No one, not my mother, not her other sisters, not her brothers. Nobody knew. She would come around, she would come for birthdays or Thanksgiving, or she would go by, but, it was just when she's not bruised up. And a lot of times he would always be with her. So she couldn't tell anybody anything anyway. Yep. And ask me why I saw him at my grandfather's funeral. I still called him uncle. I have no idea. It just came out of my mouth. I said, oh, Uncle so-and-so is here. And it was just, my uncle's ex-wives are still my aunts. I don't know. It's just the way we were brought up. So, yep, he was at my grandpa's funeral. Ex-wives, ex-husbands, ex-girlfriends, they were all there. Well, that's probably, see, Snuggle Bunny, when you're young and when you don't realize that. But when I watch some of these things and I'm like, oh my God, that's what she was going through. Your abusive ex-husband was like that. I remember our vacuum was broke and I was picking up crumbs by hand. Oh my God, Laney Lane. Oh my God. Yep, OCD. I'm serious. If we were riding in her car and we actually, and she would tell, don't touch the windows, don't touch the, if we accidentally touched the windows, my aunt, when we got at the car, she was she would have to clean that smudge on the window. It was like riding in the car and you couldn't move. And my aunt is a beautiful woman. Oh my God, she's beautiful. And I must say, she married an ugly piece of shit, but okay. She's a beautiful woman. I found a picture with my grandmother and all of her, well, except for my one uncle and my mom weren't in the picture. So at my uncle's wedding, my grandmother and 8 of her kids were in the picture. Then I found the picture with my mom and her sisters, except for the one that's now deceased. I was like, I really need to get those all sorted and arranged. If I was able to deal as freely as some of here, I would love to start a channel if some people only knew. Mickey Griggs, anytime you want to come up and talk, or if you want to put your story out, you're welcome to come on a panel. If you want me to, I'll do a members only. So it'll just be you. But anytime, if you need help starting a channel, let me know. Let me know. Wait a minute. He whooped my ass for 12 years. My mom didn't care. What, Laney Lane? Oh my God. That's just it. He didn't even drink. He did not drink. He did not drink. So you can't say it was the alcohol. He didn't drink at all. Good job. Worked at Shell. I mean, no, it was at the guy. No. Was it the Grand Elevator or was it, I forgot what, Shell, Grand Elevator, or Got Your Sugar? I can't remember. Really good job. She didn't want for nothing, didn't need for nothing. Beautiful home. But you never know what's going on behind closed doors. Well, Mickey, you need to start off. If you've got a story to tell, if you want to talk about it, start doing uploads to a channel. Just talk. And you do it, just you and your recorder or your camera, or turn it off, and then just upload the video. That's all. You don't have to come on and do a live stream. You can just, you know how you got the record button on your phone? Just do a record, just talk, and you can do part 1, part 2, and just upload the videos, or just upload the audio, not video. Upload the audio. I'm happy you guys are free too. I have never been in that. I remember my first husband told me that he raised his hand to me one day, and I told him, I said, please hit me. I said, because I'm going to blow your ass away. And I was so serious. I was serious. He never hit me. He played mental games, but he never hit me. She stabbed him in self-defense. Well, you see, you got to have, I get what you're saying, but some states is, you know, if there is no police reports, if there's no domestic violence on record, there's no this, if there's not that, they're not going to believe you. Yeah, try that, Mickey. I'm telling you, try that. You know how you be talking, you know, you can get your recorder, you know, you can turn on your phone one day, record, just turn your camera off and just talk, and then upload it. And you feel like, you know, adding more to the story, do that. That way you don't have to do a live. You just be uploading your audio of your experience. That's all. Remember, I had the lady on that she lived in Canada, and her ex-husband had stomped her with steel-toe boots and knocked all the teeth out of her mouth. He disfigured her face and she got it fixed and he got charged. Oh my God. But women do shit too. It's not just men. Women are crazy. I'm so happy for you, Laney Lane. I am so, it's always good when you can show them you can do better. And you did better than them. That's what I'm saying about Dr. Dre and all the abuse that he did to all of these women, and everybody knew about it. And he's got a star on a Hollywood Walk of Fame. They need to take that shit off there. They don't deserve any kind of accolades for anything. My brother's the same way. I mean, he's not abusive. Well, I'm going to take that back. But my brother's the same way. He and his wife argue. But my sister-in-law crazy. Oh, my God. Lenny Lane, I'm happy for you. But when I was doing the Jeffrey Peschel trial, I had so many women that were in the chat and was talking about the domestic violence that they had went through. I had a couple that came on panel and it was telling their stories, and it just broke my heart. Oh my God, brown-eyed girl. Oh my God. You know, I give you women credit who have been through those kind of relationships and have come out on the other side. And then I think about all the women that don't make it out. There's a lot of women that just don't make it out. And they say the toughest time is when you tell somebody you're leaving. If they feel they're losing control, that's when shit gets worse. So, but I'm going to get out of here, guys. Love you. E11 was going live. Yes, there has been. Mickey, if you ever want to reach out and talk to me, hit me up. Leave me a comment, or I'm on Twitter. I'm under my same name. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG, or you can send me an email. My email address is, oh shit, hold on. Let me give you my email address. This is my YouTube email address. Send me an email. And if you need any type of help at all with getting started, I'll be more than willing to help you. There you go. So, yep. See, Lanny had a stalker as well. And it was my stalker when I was in Clarksville, Tennessee. And then it was my stalker that I was married to. But I love you guys. I really need to get out of here. I need to get up and move around. You guys have a great day. And if Savage goes live, I will see you guys in Savage's live. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate that. Bye, guys.